Okay, so art and beauty, this is part 2 of chapter 2. Aesthetics is really important. It's a philosophy of the nature and meaning of beauty as it pertains to art. And do read up on this, it's quite long. Disinterested contemplation, I think, deserves a little more explanation. It refers to looking beyond the actual practical personal in search of beauty and pleasure. Now, a lot of students and a lot of people in general will look at a painting of, say, a depiction of a beautiful woman in, um, let's say a fancy house or something like that. And people say, oh, I like that because it depicts the woman accurately, okay? That is the polar opposite of disinterested contemplation. What disinterested contemplation is saying that the value of the work has nothing to do what is in it, the personal, okay? It's looking beyond the actual and the personal. We don't care that there's a human in it. We don't care that it's stuff that we like in it. What we care about is that it is done well, okay? And it evokes something, all right? So the case is the case that the book makes for this starts with Cabbage Leaf by Edward Weston, 1931. And this is around the time, early 20th century, mid 20th century, where disinterested contemplation really comes into play. This is a gorgeous image, all right? It's just a really beautiful texture. The qualities of dark and light, the values, that's an art term right there. This sort of peaceful contemplation of this object, this is a disinterested contemplation. It's a beautiful photo just because it's a beautiful photo, and he captured some light and some texture in this beautiful way. It's not important that it's cabbage. That's not what makes it a great photo. It's not important that it really looks like a leafy, alive piece of cabbage. That's not what's happening here. What it is it's a beautiful surface. We've really contemplated this in a disinterested way. We don't care about cabbage. I myself, well, I guess I do eat cabbage. But what I'm saying is that it isn't something that is a picture of a face or a person or even this isn't really abstracted necessarily, a little bit, but not really. It's not about that. It's about the fact that it's captured in a beautiful and skillful way that evokes beauty. Okay? So to continue on their point, almost the exact opposite in the sense of this is bloody and gory and kind of heinous and drawn really scratchy and weird, and it's not got the same qualities of loveliness that our cabbage does. This is kind of disturbing, okay? This is Goya, and he's trying to jump out at you and get a response. But the subject matter is part of the painting, of course, and this is Saturn devouring one of his children, and it's got blood, and the head's already, gone, and the body is drawn weirdly. These legs are really strange, and the brushstrokes are weird, and we don't understand the musculature here. But the point of this image is that we are looking at something that is art, and it's well done, and it's expressive, and it is not beauty, but it's still something that we need to look at disinterestedly and look at the brushstrokes and look at the colors and the tones and so on, okay? It's not necessarily the subject matter, it is the dedication or the intent of the artist. Hopefully that got through to you to some degree. All right, so art and appearances, this is a big one. I'm going to stop here and really just focus on this one. I think we're going to have 5 parts on this chapter 2.